Thanks for showing up for this amazing D&D session. I appreciate you being here. I am going to let my DM, the amazing man that he is, explain to you everything that's going on and allow him to set the story and to let you know everything that's going on up to this point, get you caught up, and who knows, maybe you'll fall in love with it too. Back to him.
Our story takes place in the grand continent Uthra, once the home to the most powerful and wise peoples of all races. A utopia of grandiose thinking, innovations. Magics had never been so vast or varied. All peoples were prosperous in an age of peace and happiness. But seemingly overnight, silver fog overtook the known world, plunging it into chaos. The Golden Age is now long past, and in the past 100 years or so, progress has gone backwards. Magic's lost, history's forgotten. And now the reign of regal politics now dominates the balance of the world. Kings bicker over petty landlines and disputes of blood lineage. The land is now separated by a vast magical wilderness, coated in silver fog. Only the most prominent and well taken care of roads still exist, making any towns along these roads hubs of humanity. Outside the walled bastions, the silver fog carries its own dangers, able to move the environment and its denizens, making navigation difficult if not impossible. Luckily, there are places in the world within the fog that are anchored into place. One of those locations, a bustling city called Yetta O'Dare, where we find our band of heroes. One of which is Branch, a Feywild centaur with the lower half of a large deer, using bow and spear to exact revenge on the warkin who killed his family. Calliope Moonsong, a lush Kalishtar glamour bard, the center of all attention and a friend to all. Aaron, a half-elf divination wizard with a doctorate in archaeology and a knack for map-making. Tyrius Redgefist, a Satyr Whispers bard, as keen with a rapier as he is aloof. And finally, Boris Steelguts, a paladin haunted by the past and seeking a brighter future.
Oh my gosh, I got this raging headache. Today was pretty strange. Me, Bofer, Tyrius, and Aaron, we went to the church. I had a moment with the god of Hunt, and Bofer tried to buy the most expensive sheet of paper I've ever heard. Oh my goodness. Tyrius was being so sassy. I guess always gets antsy when we're in a church or something. I don't get it with him. But afterwards, we went to go see this butler, and oh my gosh, I don't understand. After meeting him, I've had the craziest headache, but he gave me so much money for what I think is like nothing. I remember going up there, getting a headache, and waking up with some money. But like a headache for some money doesn't sound too bad. But why do I have this raging headache?
Last session, you all did about some extra shopping, talked with some NPCs. You guys went to the Church of Many and did some information rummaging around there. You guys also turned in your NDA quest, receiving a absolute fat stack of gold of 22,500 gold.
Yes, sir.
And
what cost? At what cost?
Yeah, what NDA, Mitch? What NDA?
Exactly.
What quest, Mitch? What happened?
Oh my god.
He hands over the signed contracts that you all signed for him to say, yes, we completed this task, and he hands over the bag of gold. everyone in the party begins to hear this high-pitched ringing in their ears to the point where their vision starts to blacken. And as the butler twirls his mustache with a smile on his face and walks out with contracts in hand, the door closes behind you all, and all of your visions go black.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The real question is where to start.
Well,
With Calliope, you missed last session. We'll start off with you.
Oh, how fun!
I think we ended with Calliope being asleep in her bed and her nose just bled.
Yeah, waking up with a nosebleed and no idea why.
So
Why
Calliope,
do I have a nosebleed?
you momentarily wake up from a well-deserved nap. And you sit up in your bed and give a light stretch before you get this sudden feeling like, I don't feel right. And as that realization hits, you feel moisture on your upper lip, and as you wipe with your fingers, you notice that your nose is bleeding, and you have this high-pitched ringing in your ears, and your vision goes black. But not for long. You see, from a bird's eye view, these fast-moving, swirling fog. It's the silver fog, but you've never seen it move this fast before. It looks like a fast-flowing river swirling and turning in on itself amongst the pine trees. You hear laughter from the woods below, from this torrent of fog, just this high-pitched giggle. You recognize it. It's similar to your own.
Oh no.
And as you kind of try to key into the giggle that's very similar to your own, you begin to hear something in the background, and
So, is Grimilda coming home? Cause
Oh no, I hope not.
I was just about to go and ask about her. I wasn't gonna request her present. Is Grimilda coming home?
I mean, it's hard to tell. This is just like a delirious dream, if you will.
Okay. So, Calliope is gonna wipe her nose. And am I in my room? And where am I? What the
Is she alone in her room?
So before your vision went black, you were in in a separate room, but still your room. And you and Tyranny were in there together. She was napping peacefully beside you before your vision went black. You begin to have this delirious dream about you.
So Calliope's gonna hold her head and wipe her nose and curse a little in Dwarven. And I don't know what I drank, but I haven't lost a bar fight. What the fuck is going on? So she's
and as Tyranny kind of stirs next to you, she looks at you and goes, "You're bleeding, dear," and she kind of wipes away a bit of the blood.
Calliope looks over at Tyranny. I know me and you hung out. We hung out all day. So when did I get in a bar fight?
None that I can remember. Your head is absolutely throbbing, by the way.
So
Calliope
basically,
is
a really extreme hangover.
It's a great way of putting it.
Meanwhile, does she know where we are? At all?
I don't. So Calliope's gonna rummage through her bags and
As you're rummaging through your bags, Calliope, you notice that there's a few items in there that you don't remember ever having. Oh no.
I'm sorry? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are back.
Fantastic.
You are heard.
Awesome. Okay. I don't recall having what?
Yeah, you seem to have an expensive bottle of liquor sitting in there. It seems to glow faintly. You don't remember having that in there. Some empty, expensive-looking glasses. You also see a couple boxes of cigars. You don't recall ever putting those in there.
Wait a motherfucking second. And I've lost my fucking memory?
Not just you.
Are you fucking kidding me? What is this? What the fuck is this?
This is what happens when you leave us unsupervised.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh my god, guys! Oh my god!
Welcome to our reaction last week.
Yep. Yep.
Welcome back. It's all fucked.
Why don't I remember anything?
The last few days, everything just seems very fuzzy in your memory. Like, for you as a player, you don't remember Shireton Cellar in its entirety. You don't remember the location. You don't remember the 3 large pine trees that hid this location. You have no recollection of any of your visions that you've picked up while you're there, or any of the items you picked up while you're in there.
Son of a bitch! I don't remember my alchemy tools or any of my brewing stuff! What?
Nope.
But for you as a player, some of the the vast majority of the items that you guys picked up are still sitting in your cart, which you do have recollection of.
Okay.
We just have no idea where they came from or like why we have them.
Okay.
They're just there.
Okay. So I'm gonna hazily sort out my belongings as I look for my hangover cure, because I don't know what happened. And oh, cool, glowy liquor. I don't remember how I got my hands on some, but I'm sweet.
And as Calliope panics and sorts through her inventory, trying to figure out where all these other items came from, I haven't forgotten the rest of the party.
No, don't you start.
Oh,
Don't you
good.
start. I don't need to hear that sentence. I don't need to hear that
Oh,
sentence.
good.
Gopher, as the ringing in your ears becomes too much for your mind to handle and you black out at the table, the last thing you remember is just this light thud on your head as your face hits the table. Darkness takes your vision, and on the outskirts you see this faint drifting fog around you. The scene shifts from dark shadows to tall pine trees. You see forms moving about. Vague memories of the day that you took those lives of the innocents kind of flashing through. Behind you, you feel warmth and light kind of wash over your back.
I'll turn around and look and see what that is.
You see way off in the distance, like far, far away, just this flashing light. It looks like sparks almost.
I run towards it. I run full toward it, because if it's sparks, what I would imagine to be an anvil and a hammer, sparks flying from metal contact, I'm running straight for it. Forget the fog. I'm running straight for that.
I knew it.
You begin to hear like an old teacher's voice.
Oh, don't you start.
It's a male voice.
Okay.
Deep and reverberates around you. And you hear, like any good smith, it's important to remember the basics. Some skills are never truly mastered, even by the eldest of our dwarven kin. Consistency, friend. Consistency is what makes a smith. And you hear and you hear hammer hitting an anvil, and with each consecutive blow, the spark seems to grow brighter, and the sparks splash out more as you see this orange glow of like a iron poker beginning to glow bright red color.
But I think in this moment, I don't know the voice, or at least not to the front of my memory. And Bofer's gonna think about that and what Tyria said, and begin to maybe tie some connections.
Would you remind me what I said?
You told me, why am I trying so hard for the commune spell? Instead, why don't I just consistently just do what's right? And so in what he said with the consistency, Bofer's going to begin to tie the knot together of what you said and whatever this voice is saying. And I guess if I'm seeing sparks and I'm hearing the hammer in a certain direction, I'm going to walk towards that direction.
Yeah, it's still like right in front of you, but it appears like it's miles away.
Yeah. Bofer's going to stop for a second, and is he still wearing like the stuff that he was normally wearing?
Yeah, you're in your current outfit.
Bofer's going to drop to his knees, grab his necklace, and hold it with both hands, and immediately just, Morodin, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this vision is. I don't know where this is coming from. But if this is you, thank you. And if you've given me the wisdom of one person in life, and I just wasn't getting it, so you had to do this to me for me to get it, I appreciate it. But I will take the words of my friends more seriously. Thank you. And then I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to start actively looking in this vision, dream, whatever it is. I'm going to start actively looking for signs of Morodin, just in any direction. Doesn't matter what direction.
The only thing that would pick up like any sort of significance to Morodin would be the hammer and anvil, and even now you can hear and feel like the reverberation from a hammer and anvil like hitting one another, like it's before you but far away, but seeming to echo in all directions around you.
Buffer's Buffer, since he can't define a decisive direction, he's going to sit crisscross where he's at, search his pockets for his notebook, and pull out and try to basically write down a mental note. And sit there and write down consistency is key. Listen to your friends. And then he's going to draw arrows to the names, to Aaron, Branch, Calliope, Tyrius. He's going to draw lines to their names and like circle it a bunch of times, and then he's just gonna sit there, hold his hammer necklace, and just meditate, and just listen, and like almost like listening to the song of an angel's choir. Just sit there and listen to the hammer and the anvil, and close his eyes and just meditate and sit in this moment of peace for a minute.
Fantastic.
Wow.
And as you meditate in this state, in this vision, we're going to shift over to Mr. Branch. Branch, in the same fashion, the ringing in your ears becomes too much. Your vision swirls and darkens as you feel yourself fall to the ground in the guild office. Darkness overtakes you. Silver fog surrounding the edges of your vision and eventually engulfing it. Before, in the center, where you'd be like staring at, you see a pair of sickly green and yellow eyes stare back at you as darkness emerges from them, and out steps this gray-skinned warkin orc with scars and black-colored tattoos smeared across his face and body. His right arm missing, but now carries this jagged, multi-edged blade as he walks forward with this sickly smile on his face. As he stares at you, head tilted to one side. The darkness behind him lightens up ever so lightly, and there you see your slain wife and child. Head tilts again as he stares at you.
Branch, angrily grabs for his spear.
It's right there on the ground next to you.
He quickly reaches for it with all of his strength and dashes at the tattered fiend.
As you
Screaming.
grab the spear and charge, a heavy heartbeat kind of emanates from the spear into your hand.
Ooh.
I hesitates, and tries to realize where he is.
He stands before you, not 15 feet from you.
Uh, is his body on the spear? On the spear? I'm sorry.
The spear is in your hand. He's about 15 feet away from you, and he's just staring at you with a bloodied blade arm kind of dripping into the shadows, just staring at you with a wide smile.
All right, I throw it. Throw the spear.
You throw the spear and it plunges into his chest, and you see his form kind of like twist in and then turn to fog. As the fog disperses, you find all around you you're surrounded by vilekin, warkin, orcs, ogres.
Is the spear
Oh.
15 feet away from me? Are they closer?
They're
Like,
all around you. You might have like a 10-foot bubble around you.
all right, so I'm saying, am I close enough to reach to the spear before they get to me?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like you're fast.
All right, cool. I'll grab the spear and I do my lunge attack on the first one, and he just starts going crazy, like usually he's pretty relaxed, but like he's like releasing all this pent up anger, focused on slaying everybody as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Behind you,
Um,
you hear heavy drums. Not like the modern day, like military drums. These are darker sounding, primal.
um, does Branch recognize this jump pattern?
You don't recognize what kind of drum it is, but this is very much a drum beat that would be used for like hunting ceremonies.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Um, is the beat replicatable? Like, I have a drum as well. Can I replicate the beat?
You're more than welcome to try it if you wish to pull out your drums in the midst of slaughtering all these goblins. Mind you, as you're like slaying them in this vision, they are also like rushing at you in full tilt. Like this is a full-on raiding horde that you are fighting in your mind.
All right, I just remembered the drum beat, and I fight in tune with the beat. I become one with the hunt.
I was gonna say, you just stop while they're running up on you and play a sick little ditty on your drum.
I
Oh,
kick
let
a
me lay
giant
down
knife
this sick
plan.
beat. Sorry. It's a serious moment, but that took me out.
As you let yourself go and release this pent up anger that you have and this will to slaughter all of these Workin orcs and ogres and goblins that are surrounding you, the drum beat begins to pick up faster. Like there's multiple of them playing at once, eventually becoming a cacophony of this primal drum beat that seems to come from every direction, ringing out all of the sounds of combat, and even your own heartbeat just vanishes. There's only drums.
Um, that's metal as fuck.
That is madness, but
Um, Branch throws out a gnarly battle cry in the midst of the bloody carnage that he's leaving around him.
And as you let out this frenzied roar, your malice spear resonating with this emotion and amplifying it. Before you, you see this wood and bone totem appear. Just an outline of it. There's no clearly defined details. There's just a dark form of this primal totem and a little bit of aura that surrounds it. In a deep, gravelly, almost demonic voice, you hear something call out to you. A moment here, I have to find it real quick. Pretty sure this is it.
All I'm hearing in my head.
Give me a tribute of hate and blood, and I will give you everything that you wish for. Show me a hunt worthy of the gifts I can give.
Branch doesn't immediately respond. He just silently accepts the invitation, the proposition. There we go.
Hunt them. Break them. Give me an offering of their flesh and bones.
Branch decapitates one of the goblins and raises its head up in appreciation.
And so, we shall see your hunt in time.
The Misty Cloak is gonna be awesome. Hell yeah. Oh. I have a hit list.
Aaron. As the ringing in your ears becomes too much for you to bear and you black out, seemingly instantaneously you blink awake, standing in a room with blackness, shadows all around you.
Oh boy.
You see Yom, not terribly far away from you.
Oh, okay.
Yom looks at you, seems to sigh, then looks forward. You seem to be maybe 10 feet away from him, but a form separates the two of you. Short, maybe 5'5". Very muscular build, but as you look over this shadowed form, you feel ice cold, like a blizzard is surrounding you.
Do I recognize it?
Not at all.
Is
On the
he?
other
He's looking.
side- Go ahead.
As I said, sorry. Is he looking at me or is he looking at the other figure?
Yom is not looking at you or the other figure. He is looking forward, and I'll get to that in a moment. On the other side of Yom, farthest away from you, you see a thin but elegant form. Looks like a tiefling just by the outline, but there's no clear details like features or anything like that, no colors. Although you do notice these piercing, bright ruby red eyes. It's the only one amongst these shadows that you can see with any sort of feature outside of Yom. next to that next to that creature, on the farthest, kind of standing farthest away from the group as a whole, you see a towering, massive form. Large, forward, aggressive pointing horns, clad in muscle. An enforcer type. You can't quite make out what race he is. He's just massive. But the other three figures and Yom all stare forward. And you see where they're all staring at. A massive throne made from rubies and bone.
Do any of them say anything?
They're all just staring forward at the moment.
I would look at Yum because he's the only one I recognize and say, "What is going on?"
All four of the figures instantly snap their heads towards you, instantaneously, simultaneously.
Does he say anything? Does he even look like he heard me? Or, I mean...
There's recognition in his eyes. He's just staring at you. There's none of that cocky smile that he sometimes get, that crooked, snaggletooth smile. He's not wearing that right now. Serious face, which is off-putting considering the last time you've seen his serious face, he almost took off Calliope's arm.
So to recap, I am in a room full of strangers and someone who should be familiar to me but is also acting like a stranger. None of them are speaking, and they're all looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing else beyond that and this random-ass throne. That's all I see.
I would
Just
say,
that and shadows.
as you look down towards like the base of the throne, there seems to be, it almost looks like a hand. The palm of the hand is the base of the throne that everyone was staring at. The tallest figure and most imposing would be essentially the thumb. The elegant tiefling figure would be the pointer finger. Yom would be the middle finger. The short form would be the ring finger. And you are the pinky.
Is there any writing? Is there any... I don't know what to do here. I'm just, especially with all of them looking at me, I'm just kind of frozen. Again, I would look to you. I'm like, can you hear me? Can you say something? Say something.
Newcomer. Small shadow. Caster. Curiosity. We welcome you to the hand.
Which one of them said that? Was that him?
As you kind of like hear this voice, you look at the throne of ruby and bone. Everyone's attention snaps back to the throne, where you see a form clad in void-like shadows, blank, empty eyes, and nothing but a wide smile.
I would put all of my attention on that individual. I'm turning my back on the others at the moment, just to face the throne, to face whoever this is. And I would ask who... Well, do I even need to ask? Who is this?
I am the source. I am the spirit. I am of rubies and bone. And where you and the rest draw power from.
What do you want from me? Why am I here?
The shadow steps off the throne and in an instant is before you. Small.
Like
Very small.
snaps
Maybe-
right in front of me.
Yes, like you see them get off the throne and then they're just in front of you. Like it takes a second for your brain to even recognize what just happened. And this
Yeah,
is a very short individual, like might be 4'9", maybe. We wish to access your knowledge, your curiosity. The others are strong, but you are different. You are not of power. Well, of power, but not of physical power. You are different, fascinating, a curiosity.
I don't even know what to say to that. I feel like she would just kind of stand there, just taking that in. I don't know that she would say anything to that. Because I feel like that's also the nicest way she's ever been called weak before.
The shadow begins to pace and circle around you, seeming to inspect you.
Oh, she's stock still. She's not moving an inch.
You're curious of the world and its shaping.
Yes. Yes, I am.
We wish to know this as well. We will help you in this. Yes, we will.
And what does your help cost?
Cost is a permanent bond between you, I, and them.
At that point, she would turn back to Yum. And again, kind of look down at her hand where the ring is. And then look back at the shadow. A bond has already been formed.
Yes, yes, it has.
How much more will this take?
As long as it takes. Time is of no importance.
Allow me to rephrase. How much more of me will this take?
As much as you want, or as little.
Is the shadow still circling me at this point?
Oh yeah, he's still just prowling around you. It honestly feels like you are being stalked by a lion.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Oh my god. So to be clear, like normally I'm really kind of at home and comfortable in the shadows. That is not the case here, is it? Or is it?
It's weird. Like have always been at home in dark places. This is very much a dark place, but this figure is unlike anything you've ever seen. And it's just a 50-50 split of comfort and fear, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I will say, like, out of character, me as the player, I'm terrified right now of what's about to happen. Because I don't trust you.
Don't be. DM is nice.
Nah, it's a
The DM
gremlin.
is your friend.
The DM is our god.
No.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think, like, I feel like Erin wouldn't move from where she's standing. Like, she's rooted to the spot while the shadow is circling around her like this. But again, her eyes go to Yume, almost like she kind of wants to go over to him because, like, he's the one person in this room that is even close to familiar, but at the same time, he's not being like how he normally is, and that is, like you said, it's very off-putting. It's like, why are you looking at me like that? You never look at me like that anymore. And it's weird that they've only, like, had this familiar thing for the last it's only been a couple of days, and already it's like looking at a friend who doesn't know you like they should. It's very upsetting. So her eyes, like, keep going from Yume and then back to the shadow and then back to Yume.
Yom is looking at you, and he's just kind of like silently like nodding to your answers. Like he's been listening, but you feel as though he is purposely shutting certain things down. Imagine it as what's a great way of putting this? For those who have watched Game of Thrones, how you notice when people of lower status talk to like one of the queen's regents or the queen herself, like you notice how they are very monotone, direct, polite. You're getting this exact same kind of feel from him. He is purposely shutting things down so he doesn't act out.
He's in survival mode right now, and minding himself around the higher power in the room.
Definitely keeping himself on a short leash.
Yeah, okay. I think Aaron would just kind of nod toward him, not say anything else, but just nod toward him and then turn her attention back to the shadow. Keep her eyes on it, since it's obviously sizing her up and down. Yeah, she draws her power from this entity. I mean, clearly, if it is what it says it is, this is the fount of her power right here and her magic. But she's not, like, she's already shown fear. I feel like in this moment, maybe something kind of steals in her. She kind of shows a little bit more resolve, I guess, and stands maybe a little taller. Like, this thing's trying to get, I feel like, some kind of reaction out of any of them and out of her. If he's showing that kind of resolve to, like, hold himself back and, behave, so to speak, she's going to do the same and kind of draw strength from that.
This one is a curiosity. You did well, Yom the sickly, Yom the middle. You see Yom kind of like take a knee and bow to the entity and goes, "Just doing as you asked, my lord."
Wait a second. Wait a fucking second. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not my moment. But wait a fucking second.
Yeah, it's
What?
getting real. It's getting real.
It's getting real.
What?
Oh my god. Aaron, you're being preyed upon. I don't know how to help you. Aaron.
What?
Oh my god.
We would ask tribute. We wish to have your maps. We wish to piece the world together in our own way. We no longer remember what the world looked like. You can help in this. You will help in this.
Aaron. Oh. Oh no.
Piece the world together. To what end? What do you truly seek here?
To remember.
Remember what?
History. Things that were lost, were once commonplace. I wish to remember who I am.
Hmm.
Just in case you would like to know people's reaction, I would read the main channel on Discord.
Hmm? Oh.
If you look at the general,
We
Oh
would
yeah, no,
not,
I'm yeah.
we don't want to
Okay.
influence you and stuff, but
No,
we
I'm on the
encourage
same
you.
I'm on the same wavelength immediately. Yeah, no, I'm with you guys on that one. Because I'm sitting here listening to this and I'm like, these all sound like warlock pacts. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm just like, what are you, what are you trying
Aaron,
to
you gotta
pull
make a
here?
deal with the devil. No!
Do I? Do I though? Ultimately, do I?
No, you don't. But like,
No.
it's the ultimate power, and the power will overtake you, and I won't be able to save you from yourself, but it'll be awesome for a story. So do you?
Except, I was never in this for power in the first place.
You're right. You're a scholar. You're a gentleman and a scholar, Aaron.
Damn straight. Howie Mandel. Yeah, Howie Mandel, famous gentleman and scholar.
Where's Hyman-Dale? Deal or no deal?
So it's okay. It says it wishes to remember who it is. Aaron's gonna take a minute and take that in and nod and just go. And I wish to wake up now. Whatever this is, take me back to where I belong. Take me back to my friends.
Yeah.
This can be done. But do not forget the maps. Just set them in the shadow.
Oh,
Aaron of the book. Aaron of the map. The mighty Aaron of the mind. And you find yourself jolting awake.
Yeah. Is everybody else with me? Are we still in the room?
Yeah, you wake up and everyone is around you, outside of Calliope, of course. However,
Right.
Sirius,
Yes.
as the ringing in your ears becomes overwhelming and you black out, slumping in the chair that you were in, a moment passes before you find your eyes fluttering open, and you find yourself in a dark wooded pine forest with a thick canopy of fog slowly moving around. You see figures darting in between trees, into shrubs, jumping from branches up in the canopy. A cacophony of movement all around you, and all around just faint whispers. Just barely legible to your ear, just catching them like a whisper on the wind.
Well, he's gonna look around and try to figure out what happened. I mean, so far, small sounds and illegible um whispering is not something that is completely unusual for him.
Mhm. Definitely not where you last remember yourself. But yeah, it's weird. Like you don't feel cold. You don't feel like nature is around you. It feels very still despite all the movement around you.
So basically, what you're saying is like I'm frozen, completely don't feel anything, but I see that there is movement, and I kind of perceive that there should be some feedback.
Yeah, like you're free to move around, but you don't feel the wind, you don't feel the cool mist of the fog kind of hitting you. You don't feel your own breath at all. It's just it's weird. It's like a muffled effect on yourself, but everything around you seems to be moving at a slightly faster pace.
Well, he's gonna just round, roam around, test the field, and are there any like physical people or physical entities?
You see things shifting around you, but nothing is like standing before you in like an offensive stance.
Um, what he wants to kind of figure out is that is he a ghost or is he in an environment inhabited by ghosts? So he's gonna walk up to basically everything that he sees and poke the finger through.
What are you poking? A tree, a bush? Are you trying to poke one of the entities?
Well, let's start with the tree, just in case. I
You
don't want to
poke.
anger the gods.
You poke the tree, and the tree seems to shift as if it's made out of Mr. Fog. But the volume of the whispers begins to increase.
As if the tree was kind of like a person and didn't really like me poking it.
Almost like when you poke the tree, it's almost like someone turned up the volume.
I'm gonna poke again.
The volume increases. The whispers now, almost like you're in a like a large building, like a warehouse that has like tall ceilings. And when you like call out, it has that like faint echo and murmur to it. It's very similar to that now.
But still illegible. Or
Yeah, it
can
sounds
okay.
just like gibberish, but there's actual like volume behind it now.
Okay, is it like 1,000 people talking at the same time and cannot make out anything?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, he's gonna put the entire palm on it and hold it there for about 5 seconds.
the volume keeps on increasing, 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 increasing until it's almost hurting your ears, and then it all goes silent. On the opposite side of the tree, you see a figure shift out from behind the tree. A satyr, very similar to build as yours. Long white beard, curved horns, piercing eyes, built physique.
Well, aren't you for sight for sore eyes?
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I'm gonna be playing the kid game, or you don't know what to say to me.
Well, I suppose there's no point in charades with you.
No, I guess not. Where am I? And what am I doing here? How did I get here?
How? I could care less of. Why? Why is a powerful thing. You're here because you embody the power of the whisper.
Cryptic, can you give me more?
I could, but will I?
Well, we'll see now, will you? He's kind of looking at it trying to kind of pretend that he's interested and he's calm, but under the surface, like, okay, what's going on? Why am I here? And why is he talking to me so cryptically? And kind of freaks out a bit.
Fair.
He didn't see or sit here for I don't know how long.
As he steps closer, you realize that this is you. You are talking to yourself.
Hmm. Well, you're handsome. But if I'm asking myself why and how I got here, I have a feeling that I'm not gonna get far. Am I?
You are in the Valley of Whispers. You are in a place very similar to Limbo. Neither here nor there, neither living nor dead, nor undead. You are in a middle ground.
I like it here. I like whispering. But that usually means that I'm hurting people. I don't necessarily like whispering to myself, if you catch my drift.
Five. The shape changes from you, and it turns into a very tall, lithe figure that looks very similar to Grimelda, but entirely different. Not feminine or lithe. This one seems to be a constantly shifting shape. God, what's a good way? It's almost like trying to think of a good representation of what I'm trying to pull off here. It's like his form is constantly shifting into different shapes and organics as it moves. Like it will become thin and then it'll become stout and barrel chested, and then it'll shift again. It'll be tall. It'll have an arm of a normal human, and then it'll shift into like a claw, and then it'll shift into like a dragon's head, and then it'll shift back into like a weapon, and then go back to a human hand. It's just this constant shifting body.
That is so sick.
Yeah, he's gonna sit there, and when um, you stand in front of the screen, and the screen kind of changes all of a sudden and really fast, and then you just step back, and like your eyes is completely whacked. Um, 1 second, 1 second. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me just interpret what you just did. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Um, what am I trying to say to myself? and he's just thinking is completely I wouldn't say blank in the mind, but he's not a shapeshifter, so he's kind of trying to rule out that part of the thing. The other thing is that okay, that means that he was talking to himself, but he's not talking to himself anymore because that thing just shapeshifted. Oh, is at this point he's like completely confused.
You are a whisper that is heard. Others have become jealous. Others wish to be heard and have come to me, asking to assist. Yes, assist is a good word. The whispers here in the valley, they wish to be of use. They wish to be heard. You can assist in this. The
Oh, he has
others
a
wish release from the eternal whisper. They can be released by being heard in the material world. They offer you power. But a small tribute must be made. Whispers must be planted in the world, written, placed, told. They do not wish to be forgotten. Only service.
he has a huge grin on, like people are jealous of him whispering. There is the potential of becoming even more powerful whisperer. His ego is kind of bumping, like when you ran a mile and your heart is like his ego is going off chart. I like that. So you say I have to do something in the real world. What would that be exactly? Do I have to like spread the word that you are the best of deities, gods? What are you, by the way?
No such foolishness. I wish not for such thing. Simply repeat the whispers used of those who slay. Take their last words, cast them into the void.
That should be simple enough, but I still waiting for a catch.
The catch, as you would say, is that the whispers will forever follow you. Never ending, ceaseless. Your
So can you repeat
mind will be never ending and ceaseless whispers.
Okay. No, I didn't hear the whispers are going to be.
You will never again be able to enjoy silence. This is the deal.
Okay, now this is getting a bit like dubious at this point because he's a whisperer, which basically kind of means silence, but you cannot enjoy silence anymore. So you cannot shut up anymore, or you have to do something ever. He's kind of trying to figure out which one is this whole thing gonna be. Because
And
he likes the idea of the powerful jealousy and all that kind of stuff, but not being able to enjoy the silence, that kind of freaks him out.
As you kind of plot this over, the shifting form moves and all the trees vanish. And before you, surrounding you, there's probably like a 50-foot bubble between, like, there's you, the entity, and like a big bubble around you. But past that 50-foot bubble, there's hundreds and thousands of gray forms with white eyes just staring at you, just gently whispering to one another.
Can I make out, say, if I focus on one of the pair or couple, or is it just complete gibberish as well?
If you wish to try to key in on one, absolutely. Give me a perception or investigation, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, just give me a second for some reason. It doesn't want to. Let's go with perception, I think. It is 13.
13, you key in on one of the detailless gray forms with bright white eyes, and you see their mouth like lightly moving, and they go, from what you can make out, goes, might be the one. I can be heard. I can leave. I can't wait to leave. He might be the one. He might be the one.
Can I listen to another one?
Shift over to another one, and it goes, I can be heard. I can finally leave. I cannot wait to see what else is out there.
Okay, now that is freaky. That is freaky. I'm the one. I'm getting into the bubble, and I'm freeing out other people in the bubble.
It's just you and the entity.
Yeah, I know, but you said that other people whispering, and basically, if I what is it? If I get the powers, not being able to enjoy the silence, then I'm going to get into this sphere, and the people are talking around me. That's what he's assuming.
Fairly close guesstimation.
Okay, so which means in about half a year from now, he's gonna go nuts because everything is in his head going to be like, well, not white noise, but like white noise boosted up to 100.
Kind of. I won't make you do like madness or sanity checks while under this state. It's more or less going to be like a thematic thing for when you're trying to take short or long rests, or when you have downtime, or when you use particular powers. Those are the only times it's really going to come into play.
I'm really trying to weigh the pros and cons, but okay, let's go with it. I'm fine. You know what? Screw it. We live only once. Or, well, at least we'll see.
Oh boy.
You accept?
But don't make me regret it.
Oh boy.
That's entirely upon you, Herald of Whispers. And as they say this title, all of the forms begin rushing at you, being absorbed by you. Hundreds of thousands of voices suddenly come crashing into your head. If you'd be so kind as to change your elemental preference to that of the mind.
Mind. Okay. I think it was air.
I was gonna say, yeah, what was it before?
I think it was air.
Huh? Excuse me?
Great, Tyrius, now you're crazy too.
Yeah, but you
Welcome
have
to the
whispers.
club.
I'm like, oh, like
Yeah,
Calliope.
at least I'm on par with you. So,
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
And with
where's
that-
Where's the thing?
Just add it to your notes for now until everyone finds an Elementa Stone. Once you guys get Elementa Stones, you can access that feat tree. But yeah, for right now, just make a note that you are a elemental preference of the mind. But with that, everyone is done with their visions. Everyone wakes up.
Okay, so do
Oh
we
my
wake
God.
up at a table without Calliope?
You guys are still passed out. Well, you guys just woke up for the main party. You guys are still in the office. Sometime later, a massive pouch of gold in front of you all, and you all have just raging headaches across the board. Yeah.
Just wake up in like a full panic, and then immediately just like, oh God, oh that hurts.
So, quick question. Since we met Beaufort in that woods, like right in front of the cellar, and we can't remember anything, is he just a rando dwarf with glory hole tags at the table?
You have like you remember the mind share that you guys have, so you still know everything about each other. It's just the details on how you met are extremely fuzzy. You don't know why you know how he fights, but you do. You know he's cool as shit, but you don't quite understand why. It's like all the details just got scrubbed over real quick.
It's like the
Oh,
origin of
cool.
how you met me and why I'm even here is gone, but you know exactly who I am, my backstory. You know who I am.
Although the rest of
Okay,
us
so
still
is this
wouldn't
just
know your backstory, right? Because
Yeah.
you told us in the cellar.
No, I told y'all on the wagon ride into
Er,
town. So
Oh,
yeah?
you would know it. It's just it would be
Oh, okay.
you wouldn't know why we were on the wagon and I was telling you this, but you know it.
So
That's a weird lore drop to just make unprompted, dude. Weird.
Yeah, right?
yeah, no.
Yeah, totally.
It's like, we're all looking at each other like, did you ask him for that? I didn't ask him for that, even though we all asked you for that.
Yeah, above table. Everyone asked for that.
Yeah.
No. But
I was gonna say, if Aaron wakes up in a pan, how do Branch and Tyrius? How do y'all wake up from these visions?
Branch wakes up angry, like he had a terrible nightmare, but like, angry.
From a murder
Frustrated.
dream.
So what about you, Tyrius?
Tyrius was probably gonna be, well, he was offered power, but at the same time madness. So he's kind of confused, looking forward to try out his new powers, if there is, and still kind of waiting for the madness to set in or to occur. So dubious.
So
Mhm.
Bofer
At
sees
best.
someone who's terrified, someone who's angry, and someone who's confused. Bofer's gonna wake up with a smile on his face and look at all of you and go, what's up, guys? Are y'all okay? Are you good?
Erin's like got her eyes shut because it went from like I was in near total darkness to suddenly it's like the middle of the day, right?
At this point, you guys are nearing dusk.
Oh, okay. But is there light in this room at all? I would imagine there's at least some light, right?
Oh yeah, there is a big like bay window that kind of looks out
Okay.
over Yedo O'Dare's. So this would be on the right hand side of the Adventurers Guild. So you guys would be. Give me a second to find the map. Scroll, damn you, scroll. I have a lot of maps.
But like she just
Uh,
wakes up from like near total darkness to suddenly there's light again. Her head's killing her, and she's looking around, and everybody's here except Calliope. So that's her first thing is like, where's Calliope? What the fuck is going on?
Bover's gonna see that
Yeah.
all of you are kind of out of whack, and Bover's gonna go, okay, everybody, let's deep breath, breathe, and he's gonna remind y'all, Calliope was doing her thing with Tyrius. We know where she's at.
Serious.
I mean, not Tyrius.
Tyrion.
He's
Tyrion,
gay.
sorry. Tyrion. My bad.
Don't
That's
worry,
my
don't worry.
bad.
I
That's
do the
Steven-
same.
That's
Every
Steven's bad.
every time it says the tyranny, I was like, oh, what?
He's like, wait a minute.
But he's gonna go. Everybody breathe. We know where she's at. What's going on with y'all? And because he could see the confusion on your face and like the anger and the scared, and like he could see it. So it's like, are y'all okay? Are you good?
That's
I was in the
excellent.
bubble with people whispering all over me. Is that normal?
Could be. It depends on it depends on who you follow and who you worship. I mean, mind you,
Yeah.
Beaufort has a very religious understanding of the world. He's not real keen to like warlocks and things like that, but pacts and deals. So he's very much so in a religious headspace. So he's like, it just depends on the deity you follow, who you worship. I mean, it could be normal. It's up to, really, I think that's up to you.
I hate those whispers. Is that still normal?
Hey, I hear them sometimes too. I mean, so, and would I, Mitch, you could tell me if I need to make a roll or anything. Would I know that something, because I'm also the mind elemental or whatever? Would I know something's different about him based off that change?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I have a passive insight of 16, so.
You definitely
Yeah,
would
damn.
notice that something's up, but you're gonna have to make an insight check just to like see if you can fine tune what's really changed or shifted in him.
Okay. Got an 18.
Boo.
Dang.
18.
With your Elementus Stone and your insight check, it definitely feels like something in him has fundamentally changed. He seems a little distracted. Like you notice him kind of like looking in various parts of the room, seemingly at nothing. His eyes seem to be darting around, not necessarily nervously. It's just every once in a while you see him kind of go like look off to one side randomly, or you see his ears kind of like tilt to one part of the room.
So, Beaufort's going to kind of look at Aaron and Branch and go, hold on one second. And I'm going to look, Beaufort's going to sit right in front of you and look you directly in your eyes. And like, this is how he's examining. And he's going to look and he's going to say, oh, okay. So, I think I know what's going on. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be scared of. Nothing to be, up in arms about. But I will say there's gonna be some changes going forward, and as you start to like drift into look into a corner, I'm gonna go whoa, and I'm gonna like make sure you're gazing on me, and I'm gonna be like, it's gonna feel weird, it's gonna be trippy, it's gonna be scary, but if you keep your eyes forward, it will help. And then I'm gonna turn around and specifically look at Branch, who you said looks pissed off, and I'm gonna go, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I just imagine Branch like fully covered in sweat and like
like
max
gripping
pump
his
right
spear
now.
on his hip or something, like just gripping it white knuckle. I'm gonna go.
Branch looking like he just got out of a fucking 5-hour gym session.
Yeah, and I'm
He's
gonna go.
probably not okay, but he's not gonna talk about it. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm alright."
Okay, I both.
Have that wild look in his eye.
Yeah. So Beaufort's gonna go. Okay. he's gonna put his hands up, like not. He's gonna try to be as non-threatening as possible and as almost like as gentle as possible. And I'm gonna kind of stand up for a second, walk over to you, and I'm gonna kind of put my hand on your shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, we're good. Whatever just happened, we're done. It's over." And I think Beaufort's gonna try to like not make you calm down, but really try to like help kind of push you in the direction of get your heart rate down, deep breaths, like try to get your blood pressure down, trying to get the red out of your face, and try to help you think calmly. So it's gonna be like a, hey, just breathe. We're done. It's over. It's okay. We can go talk to Calliope, and we'll square everything away. And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna turn and look at Aaron, whose eyes are filled with terror. I'm gonna say, Do we want to talk, or are you good?
I don't even know where to start. I just want to make sure that we're all, again, together. We need to find Calliope. What is that? And I just point at the giant bag of gold that is sitting in the middle of the table. Where the hell did that come from?
But to my understanding, we know that the gold is for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Buffer's gonna go, that's for us. That's for us. We did, and you're gonna see him kind of look back like into his mind for a second and go, we did something, but regardless, that's for us. It's ours. We're not stealing. Would it make you feel safer to go and have all of us sit together with Calliope?
Yeah, let's wherever we are, let's get the hell out of here.
So Beaufort's going to grab the bag of money and tie it off the knot, throw it over his shoulder, and look at all of you and kind of help you like stand up to your feet and go, let's go to our room, quietly, calm, cool, collected. We will go find Calliope, and let's sit down as a group and reconvene. And then Beaufort's going to go and open the door for everybody and just kind of like not make you leave, but kind of like open the door and usher the way. Like let's go talk.
You actually see the mousy guild receptionist standing right at the door and goes, "Oh, I was actually just by ready to check on you. You guys okay? You guys have been in there for like." She looks down at like a small mechanical contraption on her wrist and goes, "About 6.5 hours. Everything okay?"
What?
Beaufort, so medicine. Being in a coma for 6 hours or being in some kind of like droop state is wild. Beaufort's gonna go, you didn't think to come wake us up?
I mean, it's not uncommon for meetings to run long. I figured you guys were just discussing party business, but it was pretty quiet in there, especially after the butler left. So, you know.
Who? Because we wouldn't know who this guy is anymore, right?
So Buffer's gonna go, two things. One, don't know who. And I look back. I'm like, she said butler. I don't know who.
I have no idea.
Who butler
looking at
is.
Branch, looking at Tyrius. Do you guys anything?
Mm-mm.
So Buffer's gonna
Looking
look
back
and
at
go,
her.
that's number one. Don't know who that is. Number two, let me say this. I am not mad. I am not offended. This is just
Disappointed.
Point of reference. If you notice that a whole bunch of talking is happening, and then all of a sudden a group of people just go quiet for 6 hours, it might be a good idea to come. And he knocks on the door behind her, where she's standing, like, just come knock. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm mad or upset, but just, being out. I didn't know it was for 6 hours, but we just woke up. So
yeah,
I'm
gonna look at
poof
Poker
out
and
her
look back
cheeks
at
a
her.
little bit, and her face is a little flushed, and goes, "We're all adults here. I don't have to babysit other adventurers."
And I go,
No, but you do have a responsibility to people in the guild, lady.
But Buffer's gonna look at Aaron and go, hold on. Please.
Nothing. We were out for 6 hours and she just left us in there.
Ooh, Aaron's
That's
mad.
valid. Buffer's gonna go, that's valid. Okay, hold on. Listen.
Best case scenario, we could have been face down in a pool of our own vomit drunk. Worst case scenario, that guy that left without us could have killed us, lady. Again, looking at her. What is your name again? Maria?
Mariette, yes.
Maria? What the hell, Maria?
Buffer's going to very kindly and as soft and as gentle as possible, say, I'm not asking you to babysit. Not asking you to be the hero. None of that. I'm just saying it would have been nice if you hear that a group of people in a room suddenly goes quiet for 6 hours. It might be a good idea to check on them. Just
I mean, I only noticed that you guys were quiet like maybe a half hour, 45 minutes ago. So
okay, so that's different. That's different. That's different. If you just noticed, that's different. That's different.
Aaron is not having it.
I'm not having it. I'm upset. I'm confused. We're missing a member. We got all this money and we can't even remember how we got it. And who is the butler?
Yeah, so Bofer's gonna go, if you wouldn't mind, would you allow us to pass? We need to go discuss some things with our friend.
Oh yeah, by all means.
And is she gonna open the door, or am I allowed to open the door for us all?
Oh, you already like opened the door and
Okay,
she was
cool.
just standing on the opposite side of it, like she was about
oh,
ready to
okay.
like reach for the handle, and then you opened it. She was like, "Oh, hi."
Okay, gotcha.
Surprise!
So Bofer has the door open, and I'm gonna like look at all of you and go, like he's gonna do the thing where like you're directing someone to deep breath, and like just like, and then just
You're woo-sawing us.
yeah, trying to get y'all to let's go to our room and let's go find Calliope.
Aaron is staring daggers at Maria, just like, yeah, party business, as you said. Excuse us. Oh!
As we still have that room that's like the group room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, we didn't lose. We didn't lose that in the 6 hours we were unconscious and unsupervised, right?
Yeah.
Staring daggers at Maria.
Steven said
no,
that
you-
above board, but
Oh yeah, no, I'm like, I would never normally go off on someone who's just doing their job, but Aaron is once again furious. 6 hours.
I mean, it could have been worse. I did roll a D12 on that, so.
it could have been way
On
worse.
what?
Odds and
Oh,
a
on how
full
long we were
Aaron's
unconscious.
crash out.
Hi.
So
Did we at least get a short rest out of that?
Oh yeah, you guys would have gotten a short rest out of that.
Nice.
as Bofer and Tyrius take their strides out as the last two people to leave, Bofer's going to shut the door behind us, and if you say if Maria's still there, I'm going to lean to her and say, I'm very sorry. Hold on. I'm going to lean to her. I'm going to go, I'm very sorry for my friends. I don't necessarily know all of the details of their life, but I can imagine that.
Set an alarm clock, lady.
I don't know.
Don't apologize for us. I said what I said.
No. You can't hear this. I'm talking quietly. I'm gonna say.
No, she just knows you at this point.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah,
let's
right.
try and smooth things over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bofer.
I look over my shoulder when he's not right behind her.
Bofer's gonna be apologetic and be like, it's very jarring to hear that you've been out for 6.5 hours. That's an odd thing, and so I apologize for the rudeness. But next time, if you wouldn't mind, if you hear our group is very loud, if you haven't, just to, like to be, I kind of start chuckling and go, just in case you haven't noticed, our group is very loud. If you hear us go quiet like that, please, I'm begging you, give us a knock, something. There's something that we don't know where this money came from.
You ever been drugged in the principal's office? This is crazy.
Bofer's gonna hold up the bag of money and go. Bofer's gonna hold up the money and go. We don't know where this bag of money came from. We don't know who the butler is. We don't know anything. So, out of respect and kindness, if you hear our group specifically in one of these rooms go quiet suddenly,
or any
Yeah,
group
rowdy
for
bunch.
that matter.
Our group specifically, we a rowdy bunch of motherfuckers.
yeah, that's what he's getting at. And so
How
he's
is
like,
it specific and groups in general?
but
There are so many groups in this guild hall.
either way, Bofer's going to
Aaron
apologize
is not having it.
and
I'm
try
not
to.
having it.
He's gonna try to offer apology and then like give a signal of like peace and then, like a bow or something, and then just take steps back towards our room.
Oh, I thought he was gonna flip her off.
No.
No,
My
Aaron's gonna
world.
flip her off though. Aaron's gonna flip her off
You
though.
flip her off from like the staircase as we're heading up to the second floor. Bover's gonna look up at you.
No,
Go,
we're on the staircase, and as we're like, I look over the banister at her again, and I just kind of like,
you
Don't give her the
you just look
bird.
down and you're walking. As you're walking, you're just like.
not even. I make direct eye contact. I'm like, that's for you.
Bover's gonna be at the bottom of the stairs going, Aaron, stop. Like, get
You're
to
not
the
my
room.
dad.
Get to the room.
You're not my dad. She doesn't say that, but she just
Oh.
kind of looks at you, and then she puts her hands in her pockets, but she's not happy about it.
Like, go to the room.
Okay, fine. You know it's not right.
So, Calliope, are you in our like group room or are you with Tyrion?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So Calliope would be waiting for you guys in the group room, kind of pacing back and forth with all of her trinkets and everything. She's rummaged
Her stuff
through.
is like out around her like a conspiracy board on the floor. Like, what is all this?
Yeah, basically, she's already fingered through the halfling's notebook from the cellar, and she's trying to fucking figure out where the fuck they were the past few days.
So-
It's literally
and-
the beginning of The Hangover. We're trying to
Yeah.
find Doug. Except
So-
Doug is our memories.
So
Yeah, but
Bofer's gonna
before
open the door
we-
for everybody to walk in again. He's gonna walk up front and open the door for all y'all to walk in again.
So before we
And
leave
where the
Maria and stuff,
Where you guys?
God, Calliope, don't please
Wait,
don't yell. Not
Wait,
right now.
What'd you say,
What?
Tyrius?
I said before we leave Maria, and Titus is going to go through another. It's kind of like whisper level.
Oh God,
No, not that kind of whisper. Like,
you gotta specify.
she is married, and things didn't
Oh.
go the way she wanted it, so she's
Oh.
kind of a bit emotional right now. So
Not
don't
bring my
worry-
fate marriage
don't
into
worry-
this.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But when you hear silence for more than 2 hours, yeah, just go in and check. But anyway, don't worry about her. She's fine. She's gonna forgive you. Don't worry.
Ooh. I will never forgive her for this. I hate her forever now.
She's
Aw.
Forever and ever
forgiven.
again.
Never forgive it.
Never forget.
See,
I may forgive. I will never forget.
the makeup session didn't really go as she planned it. So
Oh.
well,
Don't.
we all turned our backs, but apparently he had performance issues, or she didn't like.
My
Oh
God.
no!
I don't really.
Wow,
I
this
don't
is
He's not
getting
even
know.
too
here to
real.
defend himself.
Laying it on thicker and heavier as he went.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're just like a bard too.
Yeah.
You want me to kind of make it a bit more elaborate?
No.
She flips
No.
him off too.
Well, if you stopped acting like you need dick in your life, maybe people wouldn't be making up rumors.
Who said I wanted dick?
N-
All of y'all
Damn.
assume. You assume too
Damn.
much.
Let me point out,
Hey.
Bofer has never done that.
Buffer's the old one.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Yeah, fair.
Branch has been
Uh-huh.
minding his goddamn business.
Me and Branch are on the same wavelength.
Calliope has been
Okay.
trying to hook Aaron up day one with somebody.
I
so,
know.
like,
And Calliope's a girl kisser. She should know better. This is what happens when you assume.
I just
Damn
hope
it.
everybody gets the
Fair.
booty they want to get.
I swear to God.
But as we get up to our room though, I am gonna get to the front of y'all and open the door again for you to like usher y'all in. I am going to Branch. Bofer's going to kind of tap you and kind of pull you to the side a little bit and pull you aside, and I'm gonna look in and look at Aaron pointedly, and if you make eye contact with me for a second, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna talk to him for just a second, and then I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah. No, she's
and I'm
going
gonna
to Calliope.
yeah, and I'm gonna shut the door to talk to Branch for just a second. But y'all do y'all's thing in there for a minute.
Oh, you guys are going to be outside of the room
Yeah, just
where we
for a
can't
sec-
see you?
Just for a second.
Can you at least leave the door open? Like, just whisper if you need to, but so we can at least still see y'all.
Oh, okay. So
Like,
you're
she's paranoid right now.
okay. So Bofer's Bofer's
Don't
going
go
to
far.
leave the door cracked. I'm gonna leave the door cracked. That way you can at
Thank
least
you.
hear if something goes on. But
Thank you.
this is a pointed conversation with Branch for just a second. But y'all do y'all's thing when y'all first meet.
But in case,
Life
I don't
is
know,
gonna-
somebody knocks you out for 6 hours again, somebody is gonna check on you, and it's not gonna be Maria. So some of us have to pay attention.
Life, he's gonna just sit there looking confused. The fuck did y'all do to Maria?
Hey there, buddy.
I'm gonna pull Branch to the side and I'm gonna say, "Hey, are you good? Because you kind of look like you were ready to attack. So I want to make sure that you're okay with the group. Like we're good."
Oh, everybody, me and the group, 100% good.
Okay.
I give him like an assuring thumbs up.
Okay. And then I'll touch you for a second. I'll kind of like I'm way shorter than you. I'll kind of like touch your forearm and be like, if you if you feel like you're gonna lose control or whatever, just let me know, and I think I may be able to help. But I just want to make sure and check in because you had this look in your eye that you were ready to fight.
Just sometimes, if I see a guy, I'm gonna have to kill him, depending on the guy.
That's a very vague statement, but I'll take it. I'm taking it with open ears.
Yep, I appreciate that. And don't worry, I'm not gonna do any anything unreasonable or on anyone innocent. That's for sure.
Okay.
But just know that usually we've been in, we've I was gonna. It felt like we've been in have encounters together, but I have a hard time recalling it, to be honest. So here's what I'm gonna say. If I really have to kill a guy, you gonna help me kill the guy?
If it's for the right reason, absolutely. I won't let you make the same mistake I did.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
And so, Bofer's gonna make like he just checked it because when you first awoke, you said you were like in a rage, and so he's gonna before we go into what was probably about to be a chaotic conversation, wants to make sure we're all level-headed, we're good, all that Aaron cared about.
Very level-headed about this. You can see he's very you can see the anger in his eyes, but he's very calm when he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna just need you to help me kill this guy."
Okay, yeah. So Beaufort takes that and goes, "Okay, that's all I need to hear. I just know that Aaron wanted safety. Tyrius is on a different wavelength right now, but he'll be fine. You were the one I was most concerned about because I saw you gripping your spear, and I want to make sure that we're okay. I just make sure we're okay."
Oh yeah, we're okay. Me, you, everyone in the group, okay.
Cool. So then Beaufort's going to open the door and reintroduce us and get us inside, and then I'm going to shut and lock the door. I don't need anybody coming in on a conversation. Just shut and lock the door because I know what's about to happen is probably going to be chaotic.
And Erin's like, I feel like you guys come back into the room. She's like feverishly lighting candles around the room, like on the desk, anywhere else there might be candles sitting. Especially as it's starting to get dark outside, like she's not scared of the dark. Again, like she's normally pretty at home in the dark. She's lighting this room up as much as she can right now. It's dispelling as many shadows as she can right now. And like her hands are shaking a little bit.
Okay, Beaufort's gonna pull out his torch and help. I asked you what you wanted. You said safety, so Beaufort's gonna start walking around and helping.
You still have that lantern?
Yeah, the one that.
Yeah, light it. Light your lantern. Light your lantern. I have one. I'll light mine. Okay. Just hang it somewhere or set it somewhere or something.
I get my oil out and stuff and get it lit. Does it still? Yeah. Mitch, does it still glow with that same like white light that Morodin did in the cellar, or does it glow normal?
Just normal.
Okay, cool. So I'll light it and I'll look at you and go, like point, like where do you want it?
Wherever there's an empty space to set it down, just like there's like a bedside table or something, or another desk in the room.
He's gonna go and set it under the bed. Just nice. Put it under the
Between the
bed.
2 lanterns and the plethora of tables on candles on the tables, like your guys' room is a beacon of lights at dusk. Like anyone walking outside just be like, wow, what the fuck's going on up there?
We're having a rave.
It's just candlelight bright as fuck.
I'm sorry. Did you say you were gonna set a lit lantern that's like a gas lantern with fire in it under a bed?
Yeah, it's covered in glass.
You're holding a candle for Aaron.
Yeah, you know, oil lanterns have like a glass casing around them, so there's nothing gonna hit the bed. But you said somewhere dark, so Bofer's gonna go underneath the bed, crawl underneath there, and put it underneath the bed.
I'm sitting here thinking like heat rises, that might be a fire hazard, but whatever. I don't care.
There's glass casing around an oil lantern, so it's fine.
I have Ray of Frost. If anything catches on fire, it's fine. Okay. Calliope, what is all this, honey? Just looking at everything like spread out, all of your stuff. What is all that? Where'd you get all that?
Branch gets in bed and puts the blanket over his head to make sure that he can actually go to sleep with all the light around him.
He's just taking a nap in the middle of this?
Branch had a very difficult dream, so he would like to have actual rest. I mean, yeah, he was out for 6 hours, I guess, or maybe half an hour.
He's emotionally exhausted.
Yeah, emotionally exhausted.
You know what? Fair, valid.
I'll look at you as he gets into the bed. I'll look at everybody around and just kind of make that signal like.
Is anybody else gonna clock out for the night while we talk? Was gonna Tyrius, are you okay?
Of course. Are you okay?
No, I am not okay. I am not in the least okay. I had a weird fucked up vision. Yoon was there. I just say his name. I don't even care at this point. It just kind of falls out of her mouth. She's in the panic right now.
Bofer's ears perk up.
Not the point. But it fully just falls out of her mouth as she's just like recounting what just happened. Had this fucked up vision. He was there. Some other people were there that I didn't know. And then all of a sudden I wake up. We have a bag of money in front of us. All of us wake up with splitting headaches. Branch is ready to kill someone. Bofer looks like he's had a great nap. And it turns out we've been out for 6 hours with no idea how or why and who that guy was. I'm not doing well.
Is gonna look up with a spark of recollection, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, it was magic! Oh fuck! I thought I got into a bar fight. I thought somebody whooped my ass."
Branch hears a name he's never heard before and thinks, well, I was just talking to a guy whose name I know, but I don't know why I know it. So he just continues to stay under the blanket.
Erin, my dear, have you been ever drunk? Like completely smashed drunk?
I mean, yeah. But do any of you remember getting drunk before we all passed out for 6 hours spontaneously?
I mean, I'm always
Together?
drunk, Aaron.
Besides you weren't there, Calliope. She's still looking at Tyrius, but she's just like pointing at Calliope like you weren't in the room.
Well, I usually
But
don't
on the
remember
subject, do
much.
you remember getting drunk?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't really have that hangover, so it must have been good liquor.
Oh no, I had a splitting headache. I had a nosebleed. I ain't never had a nosebleed from liquor.
Yeah, liquor
You get
doesn't
that from
have
booger sugar. I don't do
does it?
that. I don't do that stuff.
Point of interest. Were our nose bleeding when we woke up, or is it just Calliope?
Yours would have bled lightly, Bofer, and then Tyrius would have also had a nosebleed.
Oh, great, wonderful.
The mind people got nosebleed.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Bofer's gonna like touch his mustache and do like, yeah. See that Calliope has a little bit of. Do you have a little bit of red probably still on your lip or something, or did you clean it off?
Nah, she's been cleaned.
Okay, cool. So Bofer's gonna do like this. And on my insight from earlier, would I have seen it on? I imagine I probably would have seen it on Tyrius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to.
It's still in y'all's mustaches.
I'm gonna walk up to Tyrius and just you know, I don't know if I need to do it mechanically, but I'm gonna do some kind of healing and just be like, hey, I'm gonna kind of tap, and maybe do like a lay on hands or something and give him a point just to kind of stop the whatever's going on. I'll do the same to me, and I'll look at Calliope and I'll be like, are you? Like you see me cast healing magic on Tyrius and myself. I'm like, are you good?
Fine.
Okay. So Bofer's gonna retract his hand. Bofer is not saying I'm listening. He's full blown listening.
If three of
What?
us were bleeding in the middle of all this, there's no way liquor caused that. Especially if I don't
Well.
have a nosebleed and neither does Branch.
Well,
I do have a splitting headache though.
I woke up and there was a bunch of fog and there was a bunch of laughter and then I woke up for real. So, and then I went into my bag and I found a bunch of shit that I don't recognize, but it's all really good shit. Like, really good shit. Like, look at this. And Calliope's gonna hold up the bottle of glowy liquor and one of the boxes of cigars. Like, guys, I smell magic stuff in my bag. Like, magic, like real magic stuff. Like, alchemy stuff. Like, these I think make you strong. And these I don't know what they do quite yet, but they smell really good and minty. And yes, Calliope's just going on a rant of everything that she found in her bags, including the spooky journal that she can't piece what the fuck the guy was talking about, and she also has no idea what a foglet is anymore. So she has no idea what the fuck he was turning into.
Oh! I feel like Erin would probably go into her pockets at that point. Do I still have one of the vials of foglet blood? Speaking of that.
You do.
Because I know I gave one to CW. Would I remember having given one to CW because it was involved with this, or would I not even remember that?
Yeah, you remember giving that particular item over.
Okay. But she says foglet. I'm like, foglet. Why does that sound familiar? And she just kind of like patting herself down, going into her pockets, and she just pulls out a vial. Like, why the fuck do I have this?
You don't even recall what the creature looks like, to be honest. You just have this item on you.
I just know, the name, and I know I have its blood.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I got it, or why I have it, or what manner of creature that would even mean. That's not weird.
So, Mitch, me and you talked about how Bofer uses his notebook to keep himself true as to what's going on. I did a full autopsy and put it on my book. Bofer's going to reference his book. What?
Take a point of inspiration. You flip back a few pages and you have a full, probably like 5-6 pages of just notes and drawings and sketches on what these creatures looked like, their general skills, abilities, features, and traits, how they moved in combat, like very detailed notes oriented around this creature.
And
like a full anatomical sketch too, right?
I also drew a picture of what they looked like, and it looks similar to that image of the man in an X formation with a circle around it. Looks similar to that.
The Vitruvian man.
Yeah. I can never remember the name. Sorry, but Bofer opens his book, and because he remembers the name Foglet, and he's gonna go, this right here, and I pointed at you. I'm like, this thing.
What the hell is that?
This is where that came from. That right there.
When did we fight those though? We got bits and pieces.
I don't know if Bofer would have written a date. I don't think, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if Bofer would have written a date or a time. It would have just been writing down the information itself. So Bofer's just gonna be like, I don't know.
Did you happen to write where we were?
I don't.
Also,
I'd have to go back and rewatch all the other episodes. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't believe you made a note of where you were. I think you just did notes on the creature itself, not the location.
I did notes on the people. Right. I did notes on the people, and I did notes on. I didn't write about the Hell Revenant. I know that.
I was gonna say, did you write about your vision at all, or any of ours?
It would have just been so Bofer's notebook specifically, which Aaron would know this because we had a discussion about it, but
Yeah,
we-
not that
but-
either of us remember that discussion.
yeah. Well, no, we wouldn't remember this discussion. Like just talking about my notebook. It's nothing that pertains to the thing.
Well,
but
no, but were we having that discussion in the cellar before we left?
No.
'Cause if
No.
so,
We had
would-
it. We had
Oh,
it
okay.
in this room, and so we were.
Okay. Oh yeah,
and-
yeah. Last
And
night.
So my notebook is specifically for keeping Bopher's mind straight. So there's not like
Right.
time and dates and places. It's people, how they act, and like if I see them acting differently than what I've written down, then I know something's wrong. And so that's what his
Right.
notebook is for. And so it's I look at all you. I'm like, I'm really sorry. I don't normally take notes like that, but I know what that creature is. I know where that. And I look. He squints. He's like, I'm guessing blood. I know where that blood came from.
She would uncork the bottle and like take a sniff of it.
To
Oh,
be
it's
fair,
absolutely rancid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. no, that's-
Sirius was
yeah.
writing an
It's
ode
sepsis.
about the whole thing.
That's definitely blood or bile something. It smells like metal. That's definitely blood.
Bopher's gonna actually take it. I'm gonna go. Can I see it real quick?
Sure,
I'm gonna
take it. I don't want it.
I'm gonna get a big whiff. Shut the cork and write down what it smells like.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
fine.
it smells like just rot, rancid,
Undead?
heavy iron, just not pleasant, not pleasant at all. Definitely a unpleasant crafting material.
Yeah, she can put it back in her pocket. Like, what do I even have this? And then, do I still have the mana stones as well that we also took from the foglets? I would, right?
Yes, I do believe
Like,
someone used some of the mana stones for some of the items that you guys were procuring. Give me a moment. Yeah, backtracking in my notes.
I'm pretty sure they're just still in my inventory.
curious.
Yeah, I'm the only one who gave away their mana stones. Was me because I told the blacksmith to go ahead and get stuff from.
Oh, yeah.
Choice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I just put the vial back in my pocket, and I'm like, wait, what is that? What is that? And I pull it out of my pocket, and it's just like, it still has some of the foglet blood on it, I'm assuming. Like, what is this? What is this now?
And I point in my notebook. I'm like, it's that.
It's- Why do I have this? What is happening?
Calliope is gonna go reaching into her titties, and she's gonna find that little red vial and the key to the
The
pretty
what? The
little
what
baby.
now?
There was a nice little glowy red vial. Of I don't know what. I assume it's a high magic, high healing potion, but it's red and it glows, so I haven't drank it yet.
Yet. I love the yet.
Talking about the ember. Hold on. I have it here somewhere.
I could cast Identify on it if we want to know what it is.
Solstice Ember.
Do we want to know what
You know
it
what
is?
it was?
I believe so.
Wait, I thought Solstice Ember was the glowy liquor.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about, right?
No, there was a separate small red vial.
Ooh, yes, you are correct. Where? Oh, where?
I love that in the middle of all of this, Branch is just desperately trying to sleep.
I will have to.
Poor Bridge.
I forgot, by the way, you mentioned that the spear was from your father-in-law. I never put together, you had a wife.
Yeah.
Never mind a child. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, you poor man. Like, you said your family. I'm like, I figured, like, parents, siblings, friends, whatever.
The regular,
realize
yeah,
you
no,
were, like-
he's super tragic. He built his family and it was dismantled.
Like, full-on Punisher shit. Like, your wife and child in front of you, and now you swear. Yeah, you're literally the Centaur Punisher.
Yep.
I'm dead.
The scene of the
I'm
Punisher in the
dead.
courtroom with Daredevil, and he's like, I liked it.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Hands down, one of my favorite scenes. I fucking love that scene.
We could go on a whole tangent on that actor. I'm not even going to cap.
Mhm.
He's such a good dude too. I've met him. He's a good guy.
Huh?
Mm,
I can believe.
I might be meeting him again at Comic-Con this year. We'll see. But yeah, really nice guy.
Pictures.
So I do believe if you I think I may have given you wrong notes. So the Solstice Ember
Oh.
is an ancient bottle of enchanted wine, glowing faintly like embers. And then there is another one that has like a gold-hued whiskey. That is the Gilded Stag Reserve, and the other one that had like a faint red hue to it is the Fireheart Brandy.
Gotcha,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay. We'll scratch a little red vial in her titties.
Retcon.
Retcon.
But there's a key in there still.
But there is a
that?
key.
What's that about?
Because yeah. So Calliope's gonna look at the key, just staring at it like, okay, so we were somewhere. We don't know where, but I bet you it has something to do with the key. Aaron, you take pictures of, or you take pictures. You draw everywhere we are. Where have we been in the past couple of days?
That is an excellent question. I would pull out. Well, here's the thing though. It's like would I pull out the maps? Given what just happened, would I even want to look at them right now? Because I don't even want to touch those things after what just happened. I feel.
Your boyfriend's gonna go in your purse at night and rob you.
Does she say that out loud?
He needs
Is that
cigarette money.
out of character, or do you say that out loud?
Oh no, that was out of character. Calliope doesn't know about any of your visions.
Yeah. Out of character.
No, like Aaron's.
Your boyfriend needs cigarette money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm like I'm looking at the bag and I'm looking at Calliope and I'm like, oh god, what do I do here? Like, just thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know that it's safe to pull the maps out right now. To be perfectly honest, I don't know if it's safe. I mean that the shadows that give me my power want my maps, Calliope. I don't know if it's safe to pull them out right now. That's why all the lights are lit.
Wait, and Beaufort stops and goes, wait. You helped me redraw a map. Or something. He's going to flip back in his book because she did help me redraw my map of where we were at and where we were going. So Beaufort's going
Hold it to the lantern.
So Beaufort's going
Hold it to the lantern.
But to the lantern, okay. And
keep it near the light.
Okay. And Beaufort's really trying to help you, like, see that he's really wanting to make you feel safe. So Beaufort's gonna go all 4'5" of himself, go stand arms up near a table with a lamp on it, and hold it up and go.
So small.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hold it up and go. Yeah, I don't know where this came from, but I remember you helping me redraw my maps. You said you said my maps were childish, which hurt my feelings, but I'm okay. But
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. It's fine. I needed to get better at it anyway. But you helped me draw this. I don't know what it is, but it's a map of something, and I have it. So there you go.
And would it be the map of the cellar?
It wouldn't be the map of the cellar. It would be the map of the road we were on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's definitely of a road going from Yetta O'Dare southeast for about 2 days worth of detailed road navigations and like small points of interest that you've seen in the distance, along with any distinguishable features that you've seen from the roadside.
Yeah, so because you helped me improve my map, basically. So, like, my map looked like a kid's drawing, and you helped me improve it and showed me how to do it. And so Beaufort's going to go, I don't know what it is, but, I mean...
I would also have no... like no memory of what this was a map of, right?
You're a map maker, so you would understand the map better than I would. I just did what you told me to and how to draw it, so I don't know necessarily what it means or what the key is, but you would. So Bofer's
Right.
looking to you like,
looking at this,
area of expertise is medicine.
Right. Mitch, looking at this, would I like recognize it as close to town at all, or would I have any memory of this?
I mean, the map that you made, you have like faint recollections of like working on a map that looks similar to this. But like
no
the
context.
details as to why are very fuzzy. It's your normal like great work. Like the roads are detailed. You have a fairly accurate like what's the word I'm looking for here? This is where words fail me. Like a size ratio is kept pretty consistent throughout.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is a well done map.
But no context for like the area or why we have this.
Nope. The most you'd be able to make out is like the direction, and that's about it. Like you have a few small details, like there's a ruin off to the side of the road that was like maybe a mile or two off, like the road. It's just like little things that can like clue you into it later.
So Bofer's going to like I'm gonna say if your map is not okay to pull out, I'll continue to take your teachings and I'll do mine. But
guard them close.
And Bofer's gonna like kind of stumble a little bit and go, they're not as good as yours, but I will do my best. And then I'm gonna pointedly look at Calliope and Tyrius and say, so she just said she had a dream or something, or so I had a vision. I had a vision, but it was clearly different from everyone else's. Did you two have a vision?
I mean, I was in the mist with a bunch of giggles.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna look at Tyrius and be like, did you have a vision?
I told you I was in the bubble with people around me, so.
Oh yeah, that's
is that
right.
a vision?
That's right. Okay.
Did the people say anything? Do anything? Did they hurt you? Were they your friends? Were they us? Strangers? Anything?
Well, that was lots of them. They kept talking, and then all of a sudden they just flew into my mouth, and I woke up.
Into your mouth?
Bofer's gonna look at Calliope and be like, and like point at both of us like our mind. Like I'm not wanting to speak over him, so it's like I'm pointing at you, like trying to insinuate like mind stuff.
Calliope's gonna mind link with Tyrius.
Oh.
With Tyrius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. What's going on in here? And she's gonna try and scratch up some surface thoughts.
Well, I guess, Mitch, that's you.
Mitch, that's you.
I mean, you're allowed to like show her as much of your vision as you wish. I mean, it's yeah. So for you, do you want her to be like clued into the vision that you had?
Oh, hell no.
Gotcha.
Until I figure out what they do, no.
Gotcha. Surface thoughts? I mean, I guess it would just be that general like that was a weird vision. Kind of lost on what's going on. Why is everyone so hungover? Why does everyone not know what's going on? Just a lot of like confused thoughts, I guess.
Well, basically, I think the best idea to get her off my back is show her the first couple of scenes, like when I'm in the valley surrounded by trees and those unintelligible mm, voices.
So Calliope is gonna digest the first few seconds of his vision and disconnect. He hears the whispers.
Oh. Well, welcome to the party, buddy. Welcome to the party. It's a good time. I'm gonna look at Aaron and go, so, if it doesn't terrify you too bad, please explain what you saw to the best of your knowledge, if you're okay with it.
If you're not, I'll mind link.
No, I'm getting this out in the open. It's not just going to be a one or two conversation. We all need to. Okay, so I just remember waking up. It was dark. My shadow was there. There were, oh God, how many other people were there? 3 other people? How many fingers are on a hand?
5 fingers on the hand.
So there'd be 3 other people.
Okay, so Yum is the middle. There were 3 others, and then I'm the. So the personification of the shadows, like gestures broadly to the dark parts of the room, the shadows, was there. And was essentially trying to make a deal with me, is the best that I could see, and wanted my maps, promised me power. Yum was just standing there. Again, I'm just saying his name at this point. I'm not supposed to, but I have fully forgotten that in the moment. He was standing there. He was standing there looking at me like he looked at all of us in the dungeon. He was deferring to the shadows. He called the shadows like his lord. Bent the knee and everything. I really didn't know what to do in the moment except to tell them no. I said no to it promised me power, but it said it wanted to. What did it say again, Mitch? I'm sorry. To remake the world, or just to re-know the world? What was it? What did it say?
To piece the world back together.
Okay, yeah. To piece the world back together, and it wanted my maps to do it. And I don't know about you guys, but that sounds ominous. The world's already, not in a great state with the fog. I don't know about all that.
Buffer's gonna gesture to Calliope to like go comfort your friend. Like as she's getting agitated talking about it, I'm gonna kind of like gesture to you like, hey, go give her a hug or something. Go love on your friend.
Sirius is going to. Oh, he proposed.
Calliope is gonna
and
jump
you
on
said
Aaron's back,
no.
koala style.
No. Aaron's gonna wiggle the hell out of that. She's already agitated. Don't touch her.
I didn't. Let's be fair. I did not mean that.
Do not.
So
Calliope, I appreciate it. Do not.
Buffer's gonna try to ingest what you said. He's gonna pull out his notebook and write down Yom's name in the notebook. And
oh God damn it!
And then put Shadow Guy next to it, and then underneath that put Leader of Shadows, and then draw a little bracket beside the 2 names and go connected. And then he's gonna close his notebook, and I'm gonna say, okay, so it sounds like everybody had like these terrifying dreams, and I'm not trying to be a butt. Mine was not at all.
What did you see?
I got a lesson from the past. I got a lesson from the past. I mean, when I first opened my eyes, it was the incident, and I make like a obvious gesture. I'm like, it was the incident, but I heard hammer on anvil behind me. I heard the ping, and so I didn't even think twice. I said, forget this thing, and I turned around and ran towards what I heard. And as I was kind of running, I heard a teacher. I don't remember his name. Every dwarf, when they get to be, in their teens or so, goes through lessons and goes through school and everything about forging and about being in the mines and stuff like that. And I heard the voice of a teacher that I can't remember his name, but he and I point at Tyrius and I go, he kind of said what you said yesterday. And I'll be honest, Tyrius, you might have hit the nail on the head. But anyways, yeah, and I just kind of sat and meditated, listening to the sound of the hammer hit the anvil, and prayed. I didn't. Mine wasn't. Mine was actually kind of encouraging. I don't know if that means I need to go back and re-study. Gosh, it's been so many years since I studied forging. I'm gonna look so stupid. But I'm gonna have to go. I need to learn. Is there a library here? I don't know. It's stupid, but I'm more focused on you. Whatever you need me to do, I'm focused on that.
I need you to stop calling yourself stupid, for starters. You need to stop that. No, you're not.
Beaufort,
No, you're not.
Beaufort hears you and disregards. Point being, he's focused now on his friends who are obviously in distress. Calliope and Tyrius, not so much, but Branch and Aaron, yes. So he's trying to mediate, and he's like, I don't want to act like I got this cool dream and the rest of you got sucky dreams. So Beaufort's like not trying to jump in on that. He's like, I had an okay
R.I.P. to you guys. I'm built different.
Yeah. Beaufort's like, I'm not. I like.
Rub it in.
Yeah. Basically, I got confirmation, and I look at Tyrius and I say, I got confirmation of what you said yesterday. That's what I got. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do with that information, but I do know that whatever you said connects with something in my memory from when I was, gosh, that had to have been 60 years ago. I mean, long time ago. So something you said resonated with me enough that in my vision, it interrupted, I guess, what was supposed to be something like y'all's vision. It interrupted it and brought me out of it. I don't know if Branch, would you still be awake? Are you fighting your sleep, or are you full out?
Branch is awake, reluctantly.
Okay.
Reluctantly awake.
Okay. But
He's in his blanket burrito.
I'm going to calmly climb up this. I don't know if you're on the top bunk or bottom bunk. Are you top or bottom?
He's a bottom bunk.
Okay.
I'm always on top.
So I'm gonna. Beaufort can't be on top. Okay. Yeah, he can't be. So short people fall faster. So he's gonna go up to Branch's bed, and he's gonna I'm gonna gently, kind of like pat your leg, and go, "Hey, Branch. If you are okay with it, did you have it? We would like to hear if you had a vision."
I didn't have a vision. I mean, kind of. So I was shown my deceased family, people responsible. I killed them, killed a lot of them. That was the only good part about it. Then there was this war drum, not a war drum, like a hunting drum, and I was offered great power for continuing this hunt.
You too?
Yeah,
Did you take it?
yeah. He said instantly.
Like, I don't know why any of us are surprised, but okay.
And yesterday in the church, we saw you going to like the what is it, the goddess of the hunt or whatever. What was her name, Mitch?
The Great Hunter.
Great Hunter. We saw you that you went and put the white pelt on the statue thing yesterday.
Yes.
So I'm gonna. Beaufort's gonna step back after hearing you say you got to fight the people that killed your family and you enjoyed it. Beaufort's gonna step back and be like, "Okay, so it wasn't bad, is what you're telling me."
I mean, they showed me my family, so it was bad.
Okay. Um,
But like,
it went from bad to good and then weird.
as good as revenge can be.
Okay.
That's loaded.
God, that's a quote right there. So Bofer's gonna pull out his notebook and start writing down what people said about their visions. And then I'm gonna go. So, Aaron, Branch, and Tyrius were offered power not by the same being, and me and Calliope kind of got a blast from the past. Is that what I'm getting?
Pretty much.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know what any of this means. I. He looks baffled. He's trying to put the pieces together to help, but he just doesn't. He doesn't get it. Because you, Aaron, went to Morodin, and actually in the same day, you went to Morodin with me, and then
Yeah,
I Tyrius has
but
yet to
Morodin was absolutely not who I saw.
right, and
Not even close.
Tyrius, Bofer knows nothing about Tyrius except that we started off in a roughy patch and now we're kind of okay. So that's all he knows about Tyrius. He knows Calliope is connected to the voices like he is, and apparently Tyrius is now. And he knows Branch is on a warpath, but a guided warpath, not just straight up warpath, but a guided one. So he doesn't. As far as what to do next, Bofer says, I will do anything you ask of me. But I'm going to tell you this now. I don't know where we go from here. Because obviously something is, for lack of a better term, wrong. Something is wrong. So, I don't know what the next steps are. But someone who knows more and knows better, if you will inform me, I will make the move I need to make. I'm not real sure how to connect these pieces, and I'm very sorry.
Sleep on
Um,
it. Maybe it kind of comes together.
yeah, that's okay.
Aaron's gonna squeeze the ring again. Be like, "Can you come out, please? Are you there?"
What? What you need? Man, why is it so bright in here? The hell?
I need you to come out right now, please.
Fine. You know the rules.
I take the energy. I don't care. Just come out. I need to see you in front of me, please.
Fine.
Tyrius is going to look at him. Well, when he gets out, like, did you really propose, or she was
What?
just imagining it?
What?
Oh my goodness.
What universe did he propose? Where did you get? What? Because he bent.
Oh
He didn't
no!
bend the knee to me, Ty. He
Yeah,
bent it to the
no,
shadows.
no. Yeah. No. It's you either manifested it in your dream
That was not a
or
dream.
hoping
Trust me.
for it. Well, in your vision.
Definitely not.
You all have been hanging around the perv too much. He looks over at Calliope.
Oh, no.
I need you to tell me.
That's the
Okay.
thing. The perv wasn't there. That's the thing.
She wasn't even involved in this. I'm looking at you. And I'm like, I need you to tell me what happened back there.
Well, you
Well,
proposed.
if
That-
you have to know, for the first time since putting on the ring, your defenses were non-existent. So,
No shit,
our
non-existent.
kind
Well, she said
patron
yes.
lord decided to introduce himself and the other members of the Shadowed Hand.
Bofer is feverishly writing in his notebook.
Who were the other two? I knew you, even though you didn't seem to look like you knew me. Thanks for the help, by the way. Who were the other two?
3.
Well, no, I like the shadow, the Lord, obviously. No, the really little guy and the one with like the red eyes in the background.
He kind of rubs his chin with his gnarled fingers and goes, Giving names would be dangerous. Perhaps titles would be better.
Fine.
The ring finger is the concubine. The one with the red eyes is... He's an interesting one.
Is the concubine not the one with the red eye? Like the really short one is the guy, right?
Yeah, the short one is the concubine. He is the ring finger.
Oh, he's okay. Just re-examining my personal biases for a second. Sorry. Continue.
And then the pointer finger, which was on the far side of Yom, away from you. He's the pointer. He's an all-rounder, if you will. Jackass of all trades. And then there's the thumb, the enforcer.
They called me the Pinky. What does that mean? Besides feeling a little, infantilizing.
Well, that means that you are
Amongst us, you are physically the smallest, though your specialties far outweigh our own abilities. Most of us are combat classes. You're a caster, an unusual choice for the hand, if you will.
Said it wanted to piece the world back together. Was I wrong to refuse it, or was I right? What do you think?
Oh, bookworm, you think you have an option in this? That's absolutely adorable.
I can try and take my choice all at once. I absolutely have an option. There's always an option. There's always a choice.
There is.
Oh, so
There is.
sweet. The illusion of choice.
Sirius, you can mock me all you want. I at least held firm in my resolve, where you allowed them whispers to dive into your mouth. I'd rather hear from him
How
right
would
now.
you know that? How would you know that?
Because you told us. You just told us.
Well, fine. And you got proposed and you said yes. Bleh. So what?
I didn't get proposed to, you ass.
Bofer's gonna
And I
stop.
said no, for the record.
Bofer's gonna stop for just a second and go, and I'm gonna look at Aaron and go, is it okay if I say it?
Say what? Which thing?
You know, because you heard me when I said Bofer's ears perked up. You know what I'm about to say.
No, she literally doesn't. She said it without thinking about it.
Okay. So
that was not deliberate. She just it just flew out of her mouth in a moment of panic. She was not thinking when she said it, and she said it twice.
So
that's how out of it she is right now. That was like fully an accident.
So Bofer's going to. He said he wouldn't give you names, but he'd give you titles. So Bofer's going to say, even though he was excited to learn it, Bofer's going to restrain and say, S-Man, is it cool if I say your name or no?
Not in the least.
Okay. So I should still refer to you as S-Man, is what I'm hearing.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Aaron at that point is going to look at...
If we use your name, will you have to listen to us, though?
You're more than welcome to find out.
So,
and he kind of turns towards you, Calliope. I don't want to take your arm for real, though, so...
Okay.
Choose wisely.
Okay.
Well, Aaron immediately steps between them at that. Absolutely not.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. The reason I asked was for that reason. So, Mr. S-Man, hear me out. The pinky in medicine is all about elegance. It is about stability. It is the odd man out of the rest of the hand. Is that what has been labeled upon Aaron?
She is the one that balances. She
Correct.
is delicate where the rest of us are.
Blunt instruments.
I don't think I like the phrasing in that, but yes.
So
I think it's apt.
So here's my question, and answer if you're. I heard you say you'll use titles and not names. That's totally fine. How is it that there is a choice, but no choice? That is contradictory, no?
That's a paradox.
It is.
So do gods, I guess, only work in paradox?
Sounds about right.
Because here's what I'm hearing.
You can deny the request order, but like all things, there are repercussions.
Okay. And I'm gonna look at Aaron and I'm gonna say, or I'm gonna gesture and kind of be like, hold on one second, and I'm going to open my book to everything he just said, and I'm gonna say, so, Mr. Concubine, the pointer, and the enforcer, and now including yourself, would be coming against Aaron if Aaron were to so choose as to, say, deny the request.
The fingers do not fight amongst ourselves.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. That's it. That's all.
Wait, is Aaron a finger now? You became a finger when you married him?
I
shake my
didn't
head.
marry him.
Bofer shakes his head. That's not the point. The point is that Aaron has now.
And if anything, he's bound to me.
Yeah. The point.
That means you're married. The fuck? I said what I said.
It means he's my familiar.
Yeah,
With
he's
benefits?
familiar. He is familiar, all right?
I'm gonna put my hand on Aaron's shoulder for just a second and kind of like try to like not rub you, not like be weird, but like try to like pat your back and be like, hold on.
She flinches, but she doesn't move again.
Okay. And Bofer's like trying to help you calm down just for a second. Let cooler heads prevail.
Calliope's gonna whip out one of her cigars. Here.
That's not a bad idea.
Aaron's just staring at you at this point.
So is currently Mr. S-Man, my man, is Aaron currently or in the near future in danger for denying a request in a vision?
Not in any immediate danger.
Okay.
But she's more than welcome to change her mind at any time.
Are the rest of my friends in danger, is what I want to know.
That was my next question.
Well, no more in any danger than you guys put yourselves in.
So we are screwed.
So
sounds about right.
So I don't think we're screwed. Here's why. I didn't have a vision of someone wanting my maps. And I point at my book to Aaron. I'm like, they didn't want my maps. So I don't even, I'll be honest, and I point directly at S-Man. I'm like, I don't even think they could touch me right now.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that out loud in front of him? You know what he's capable of, Bofer.
Here's Bofer says.
Or wait, no, does he know what Bofer's capable? Does Bofer know what he's capable of? He wouldn't remember the fight in the cellar. Never mind.
Here's the thing. Bofer's fought things like him, but not exactly him. So Bofer's like, they can't touch me right now. I'm fine. We are all safe. We are okay. And you need to take your time in thinking about what all of this means. And I look at the rest of the group, I'm like, we all need to give her time to think about what this means. Because this is not something that's small. It's not going to just affect her or just affect us. They want to affect the world we live in. So this is not something small. And I pointedly point at my maps back to you, Aaron. I'm like, they don't want mine. They want yours. If they want yours, I'm going to argue that's fine. You can write vicariously through me for the rest of time. Because me and you will live forever. So I'm like, me and you will live for so long. And so it's like, you can use my hand anytime.
This is out of character, but again, why would you say that? Why would you say I'm gonna live forever in a D&D campaign? Why are you gonna say that? What's wrong with you?
I said it out of character.
No, okay. Because I'm sitting here like, somebody knock on some damn wood.
But like me and you, he's gesturing to the fact that me and you, because of the race we are gonna live for a long time, and he's like, you can always use my hand onto my book. That's totally fine.
That just means I have centuries of this. Joys.
Bofer's doing like thumbs up wiggle, like, yeah.
And clearly I'm not the only one who has decisions to make here.
It sounds like the other two already made decisions.
That might also affect not just them and not just us, but other people.
I look
You
at
guys
Branch,
think
I look
of
at
that?
Branch and I'm like, your decision's about you, isn't it?
My decision is definitely about me.
Yep. That's pretty
But
simple.
I do feel you on it being worried, but nah.
And
Might as well. Yeah.
I point at Tyrius, I'm like, his is just about him. And actually, like, not just him, but like his inner him as well. Like that. And I point, I'm like, tell him it's about you and mostly just you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, fine. And so, but I mainly, the only people who have something that's about others is you, Aaron. That's it. Don't take that as pressure. Don't take that as a weight on your shoulders. But you're the only one. So, take your time. Don't just hastily jump at the first impulse. Take time to think. Mastermind it a little.
Or do.
Right, sure, I'll just impulsively decide the fate of the world, Calliope.
I think you're being a little self-important right now. Who said the whole world is on your shoulder? Just yellow there.
They said they wanted to repiece the world, not the guild city. The world.
Ah.
They said it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
fair.
You always, everybody's so dramatic.
Right, Titties? Like, God.
Yeah,
Forgive me for caring.
You're forgiven.
Dang.
Aaron's going to bed. Aaron's also going to bed. He's gonna look at the shadow and be like, give me my pillow back. I'm going to bed now.
I would like to, if possible, stop S-Man for just a second and be like, and just pointedly ask, if someone were to know your name besides Miss Aaron, is that bad?
Swear to God.
Not necessarily, unless they try to invoke it.
Okay, that's fine.
He's a pit bull. Got it.
If I were to invoke it in a time of dire need, would you be coming after me, or would you be coming after the thing that's coming after me?
Or would you be coming after me?
You see him look down at you, Bofer, and I'll send you an image real quick.
Oh, boy.
Is it an image to go on stream?
This is just for you. You can most definitely use it if you wish.
Okay.
Where in
Oh, okay, lovely. I'm gonna be real honest. As funny as Steven finds that, I don't think necessarily Bofer finds that funny. And I'm just waiting for an answer. I want to know the answer, regardless of the look he gives me. I'm not looking for looks of intimidation or looks of I carried 2 barrels. Oh no, I wouldn't know that. Never mind. Retcon. Bofer, based off the sheer smell of what he is, Bofer does. It's not that he's scary. It's just that Bofer knows this. Bofer knows the tactics of the things that smell like him. So he's not moving. He's not scared, but he's not moving either. So it's like, I want to know your answer. If I invoke your name, are you coming for me or are you coming for the thing that's coming after me?
It depends on the situation.
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. That's it. Cool. And I reach up for a fist bump.
He kind of like tilts his head and goes, "You're awfully an erratic one." And with a gnarled knuckle, he kind of like fist bumps you and turns back around, reaches down into his shadow and pulls out Aaron's pillow and go, "Here you go, bookworm. It was nice while it lasted." Throws it at you.
He catches it.
Aw, Aaron, no sleepy.
Bofer is going to take this time to step out and go down to the table area and go drink for a little bit and sit and think.
Very nice. What are the rest of you doing?
Calliope is packing up all of her eclectic gear and back into her bag and making her way back to Tyranny.
Very nice.
I think Sirius is going to meditate.
Fantastic.
Aaron's packing it in for. Nope. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say she was gonna follow Branch's example and sleep her problems away, leaving the lamps and the candles lit until they burn down. Actually.
And
Okay,
that's exactly what Branch is doing. He's asleep.
I would like to kind of make it a bit more accurate. He's going to go into a trance with a pipe and certain items that he offered in the previous sessions.
Oh, the mushrooms.
Substance.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna smoke a part of one of them, like half of them.
Very nice. And as you all disperse after this rather intense bit of conversating, that's where we're going to call it for tonight. And we will pick up next week with some drinking, some meditation on mushrooms. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave off. You guys would all see Aaron Shadow kind of like sit down on the floor and like lean back very casually. He's gonna enjoy his 2 hours that he has up here, 4 hours that he has up here.
Yeah, because I only gave him the first level spell, and I'm going to bed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Would he be able to sink back into her shadow in a room that's completely filled with light?
Part of the reason the candles are lit. The shadows out of there.
Oh my word. Oh man. Well, all right. See y'all later, stream. Thank you for watching. Very much appreciated. I'm so glad you enjoyed it and stuck out to the end. Come back and see us live on stream, on TikTok, X, wherever you can find Raise the Idols. Come check us out. Stay up to date. All the fun things. It's going to be amazing. What an amazing ride. What an amazing story. And I hope you follow along.